He's an amazing person, really nice guy. But for him and his guys, if you don't say he's the greatest ever, it's like you could commit treason.
Right. You're either for them or against them. It's like, can I just say you're one of the greatest players of all time?
No, you cannot. You cannot. If you do not say he's the greatest of all time, you're committing treason.
Charles Barkley finally snapped. The legend came out swinging at LeBron James and the whole machine that's been shielding him for years. While other analysts stay quiet because they're scared of LeBron's camp, Chuck said what people whisper every day. This man's legacy feels more protected than a president.
Because first of all, most of these young punks today in the public, they never saw Michael Jordan play.
Right.
They never, most of them never saw Kobe play. They definitely didn't see Kareem or Bill Russell play. But for some reason, this generation, you're being blasphemous saying LeBron.
And this ain't some random take. This is a Hall of Famer stepping up and saying, I'm not playing this game anymore. He basically called out the whole LeBron protection squad, exposing everyone who's been hyping a legacy that feels manufactured. Then came the wild part. A guy with 0 rings just dropped the truth on a man with 4, and the whole league is shaking. Chuck isn't chasing LeBron's approval. He doesn't need Rich Paul's network, and he's definitely not trying to act like one of those media puppets, trying to stay on the king's good side.
LeBron James, come into the studio. You ain't got nothing to do. The playoffs started yesterday. You got free time. I know you got to pick a coach and a general manager.
He's picking it?
Oh, I know you got to pick just put that on the back burner. I'm speaking on behalf, I'm begging you on behalf of Ernie, Kenny, and
Which side he's going to sit on? This side or?
Right here in the middle. He's going to sit right here in the middle.
All right, wait.
Here's the part nobody wants to admit. That second apron rule wasn't about balance. It was the league's emergency switch to stop LeBron from bending the NBA however he wanted.
The second apron thing is dumb. It's for the owners. The owners should save money, but it's also like not fair. Like the owners can always get their money back. Like players, they can never get that money back. They tricked them because they made it seem like it's going to be parity around the league. Like, oh, every team is going to have stars now because you can't keep a star. And then you look at it, it's like, yeah, but you also can't pay anybody else. But like everybody's going to get lower contracts now. You're going to have 2, maybe 3 max players, and everybody else who had once upon a time when people was getting the mid-level exception, getting 14, 15, 20 minutes, you're going to have like 1 player like that, 1 or 2. It's just not good. Like it took the fun out of basketball.
Adam Silver and the owners got so tired of the super team moves that they straight up changed the rules to slow him down. And look at what came right before that rule. LeBron slid to the Lakers, grabbed Anthony Davis, tried to land Kawhi, pushed for Russell Westbrook, and kept chasing more stars. He was treating the salary cap like it didn't matter. He turned team building into his own kingdom, where King James tried deciding who plays where. LeBron's situation hits different. That second apron rule is basically the league saying, we're LeBron-proof in this whole system. No more calling up your old crew for cheap deals. No more telling teams to trade their whole future for one quick win. No more turning franchises into your personal kingdom. Owners saw how LeBron moved in Miami, teaming up with Wade and Bosh, taking less money, and flipping the whole league on its head.
I'm starting to believe, I know LeBron get people traded, but I don't think he be knowing everything. Like, sometimes he be like, he probably don't care, bro. Like, to be real, like playing basketball, you really don't care about other people. You honestly don't. Mook, you know that.
No, we don't. But Brian, his situation a little different.
Then he ran it back in Cleveland. He pushed for the Kevin Love trade, demanded big contracts for everyone, and didn't care about luxury tax. Then came Los Angeles, the Westbrook move he wanted, and the same move he later blamed. After all that chaos, owners finally said, enough. That second apron became their line in the sand, basically shouting, we're done being controlled by LeBron James. Now let's talk about the real pressure. And yes, this felt like extortion that LeBron put on every team he joined. Cleveland first. Dan Gilbert was stuck doing whatever LeBron wanted. He said, pay Tristan Thompson $82 million or I'm gone. He pushed the Wiggins for Love trade. He wanted David Blatt fired and replaced with his own guy. And the Cavs ended up paying the biggest luxury tax bill ever because that's what LeBron wanted.
Why did Adam Silver have to put the second apron in? Because LeBron got all his guys together. KD wanted to go play with the Warriors.
And the moment they couldn't get another star in 2018, he dipped. Miami wasn't safe either. Even Pat Riley, the so-called godfather, got hit with the demands. LeBron wanted them to draft Shabazz Napier, then left anyway. He wanted special treatment, extra perks, private jet vibes. And when Riley finally stood his ground, LeBron ran back to Cleveland acting like he was the one who got wronged. Los Angeles Lakers, the Lakers, the biggest franchise in NBA history, ended up looking like LeBron's personal reality show. He pushed them to trade their whole young core for Anthony Davis. He pushed for Westbrook. He watched the team fire Frank Vogel right after winning a championship. He treats franchises like they're working for him, not with him.
In order for me to ultimately make the decision to come back, I needed to sit down with Dan. Face to face, man to man. And it was a straightforward conversation. There was no beating around the bush. He basically said, no matter what decision you make, we wanted to clear the ways. We wanted to clear the air. And, to where we can, if we see each other in public or we see each other wherever, if I'm competing against you, we can always shake each other's hands and look at the fun times that we had in Cleveland while we were together instead of focus on a one night that kind of, everyone kind of focuses on.
And here's the wild part. It's never enough. Give him 2 stars, he needs 3. Give him 3, suddenly the role players are the problem. Win a title, and now the whole roster needs changes. It feels like psychological warfare inside the building. But here's where it gets real twisted. There's basically an unwritten rule in the media. You better call LeBron the GOAT, or your career gets shaky. I'm not joking. That pressure is real. Say Jordan is better and watch the storm hit you. LeBron's media squad pulls up instantly. Nick Wright will spend full episodes tearing you down. Shannon Sharp will yell at you nonstop. And Clutch Sports will make sure you don't get another big interview. Remember when JJ Redick hinted Kobe might be better? He got threats. When Barkley said the Warriors would beat the Heat, LeBron came after him. This ain't debate. This is intimidation.
I remember being in South Beach. I was at Red Steakhouse, and then I think Dwayne was down at Prime or somewhere else. And I'll never forget when he said, I'm taking my talents to South Beach. You could hear the whole place. The city was like, all of a sudden, everybody's out in the streets yelling and screaming. I went out in the street. I never forget it.
So you didn't know until then?
I knew.
Oh, okay.
Man, there was no way that he could go up there and say, I'm going to go to like New York or go to Chicago. He could have, but I had a good feeling that he was going to come to Miami.
And that's the crazy part. The narrative gets enforced like we're in some basketball version of North Korea. You're expected to say LeBron never had help, and you're supposed to act like he made everybody better. Try telling all this to Westbrook. You're expected to say LeBron is the most complete player ever, even though Ray Allen literally saved his legacy. You're supposed to ignore the finals record, 6-0 versus 4-6. It's simple math. And the moment you step off that script, they label you a hater, a boomer, or even try to push you out of the industry. Now let's talk about the loudest voices in the LeBron Protection Agency. Led by Richard Jefferson, Kendrick Perkins, and the rest of that crew. Richard Jefferson. This man built his whole post-retirement career defending LeBron.
LeBron James passing Kareem is bigger than a ring. You know how I know? Because I've only ever heard Kareem Abdul-Jabbar introduced as the NBA's all-time leading scorer, and he's got 6 rings and 6 MVPs. Plus, it's a tangible thing that can't be argued. Not to mention, LeBron's already top 5 in assists. Unlike his finals record that people like to argue without context, this can't be dismissed unless you want to hate by saying he's been so great for so long. When it's all said and done, the top of LeBron's resume will read beating the Warriors in 2016, winning a title with 3 different teams, and being the NBA's scoring king. An achievement Michael Jordan will never accomplish.
He goes on TV acting like LeBron never had help, even though he played next to him on a stacked super team. Jefferson will stare into the camera and claim the 2016 Cavs were underdogs when they had the highest payroll the league had ever seen. He talks like a man doing professional storytelling at this point. Then there's Kendrick Perkins, the biggest switch up in sports media. The moment he got his TV contract, he flipped his whole energy. He went from calling LeBron out to being his personal attack dog. Perkins will sit there and say LeBron faced tougher competition than Jordan while pretending he didn't play in the weakest Eastern Conference in NBA history. Channing Frye out here claiming the 2010 Celtics were old and washed. All just to keep LeBron's legacy shiny. But let's check the real numbers.
Who's the GOAT, who's the greatest and all that between, him and LeBron. And I try to stay away from that, but I will say LeBron has the greatest career.
I say that all the time.
He has the greatest career.
Right.
But Mike is the best
Basketball player ever.
Why a lot of old heads want to dog out LeBron is because they were never as good as he is this late in their career.
Right.
And they want to get on him for that.
Yeah.
LeBron at 22 years in, at 40, whatever he is, and is about ready to be first or second team All NBA.
25, 8, and 8.
As old guys, they were never, call them all out.
Some of them wasn't this good in their prime.
That's the thing.
Straight up, they wasn't.
Kevin Garnett put up 14.3 PPG, made the All-Star team, and made All Defense. Paul Pierce dropped 19.0 PPG as an All-Star. Ray Allen gave them 16.5 PPG with elite shooting. And Rajon Rondo was in his prime, playing at an All-Star level. Meanwhile, the 1999 Rockets that everyone jokes about, Hakeem was 36, Barkley was 35 and injured, and Pippen had just gone through back surgery.
The greatest play that I ever saw, it's the block because that's game 7. He's played every minute. It's the last possible game. It's the last possible minute. And he does an athletic feat of sprinting back. Split second late, that's a goaltending. This dude led the series in points, rebounds, blocks, assists, steal, in every category. And at the last minute, where he should be gassed, when I look at plays of any human being that have ever been done, I can't think of a bigger defensive play.
The hypocrisy gets wild. These media puppets will swear the 2007 Spurs were past their prime, but that same core won again in 2014. They say the 2011 Mavericks got lucky, but LeBron put up 8 points in a finals game. They say the 2015 Warriors lacked experience, even though they won 67 games. And somehow 2020 gets treated like a normal championship, even though it was bubble basketball inside an empty gym. Now here's the explosive theory that's about to shake the whole internet. Was the second apron rule specifically built to break LeBron's power? Absolutely. Look at the timing. LeBron formed the Heat super team. Nothing happened. He went back to Cleveland and formed another super team. Still nothing. Then he went to LA and tried to stack another squad. Still no pushback. Then suddenly in 2023, bam! We get the second apron rule. Owners didn't want to keep fighting this. They were tired of one superstar bending the league however he wanted.
I mean, get ready to start scoping the statue for LeBron outside of Crypto.com arena. That's what, okay? 40,000 points done in the Lakers uniform, passing Kareem when he passed him up in the Lakers uniform, winning an NBA championship in the Lakers uniform, winning a Finals MVP in the Lakers uniform. What else can I say about the man? Go.
They watch LeBron force trades, demand signings, push out coaches, freeze franchises, and build unfair advantages. The second apron became their revenge. The quiet, LeBron James can't do this anymore rule. They literally shifted the whole league just to slow down one man's run, and look what happened right after. Boston built through the draft and real development. Denver won with the squad built the old school way. No fast food super teams, no behind-the-scenes player link-ups. The league finally feels free from LeBron's grip, and Charles Barkley is the only analyst brave enough to say it out loud.
When I look at LeBron, he's not what Michael was as a player. He's not even what Kobe Bryant was as a player. So when you talk about trying to compare Michael's instinct, his ability to take over games, his ability to want to have that last shot.
And demoralize you.
Yes.
And scare the living hell out of you.
LeBron doesn't have that gene. Kobe has that gene.
And why can Chuck talk like this? Because he doesn't need anything from LeBron. Not his approval, not his circle, not his protection. Chuck doesn't need Clutch Sports connections. He doesn't need LeBron for interviews. He doesn't need any media favors. He's untouchable, and that alone shakes LeBron's whole camp. When Barkley says Jordan is the GOAT, period, or LeBron built those super teams, or the media protects certain players, or I'm not lying for anybody.
LeBron's a great player and a great guy, but this notion that he's got to have all the best players on his team. He's got Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love. He want everybody. He don't want to compete. He want to be the favorite all the time. It just pisses me off that a guy that great don't want to compete.
He's saying what a lot of analysts think, but are way too scared to say. Watch how the room changes when Chuck starts dropping truth. People squirm because they know he's right, but they can't afford to nod their heads. Their careers depend on staying in LeBron's good graces.
The Cleveland Cavaliers, they have given him everything he wanted. They have the highest payroll in NBA history. He wanted J.R. Smith last summer. They paid him. He wanted Shumpert last summer. They bought in Kyle Korver. He's the best player in the world. Does he want all the good players? He don't want to compete? He is an amazing player. But this notion, they're the defending champs. And for him to be trying to hold anything over Dan Gilbert's head, and I love all these.
Now let's break the GOAT talk using straight facts. The finals tell the whole story. Jordan went 6-0, grabbed 6 finals MVPs, and never even needed a Game 7. Meanwhile, LeBron sits at 4-6 and took L's as the favorite multiple times. Ray Allen and Kyrie had to save his legacy.
Hey Chuck, it's Tony from San Diego. I heard that you had some comments about the LeBron versus MJ debate. I'm wondering why you think it's so clear-cut that MJ had a better career than LeBron.
I don't get into the debate between Michael and LeBron because I think it's weak journalism. They're both great. Michael Jordan's the best basketball player I ever played against.
The killer instinct numbers are brutal. Jordan averaged 33 PPG in the finals, the highest ever. LeBron averaged 28, behind Jordan, Shaq, and Durant. And when it comes to being clutch, Jordan hit 9 playoff game winners. That's the difference right there. LeBron in the 2011 finals. That alone says enough. Real competition always exposes what's real and what's not. Jordan faced Magic, Drexler, Barkley, Malone, Stockton, all in their primes. LeBron beat a young Thunder squad, an older Spurs team, and Warriors dealing with injuries. The truth is simple. His legacy got boosted by super teams, a weak Eastern Conference, injured opponents, media protection, and rule tweaks that always seem to work in his favor. And now that he can't stack the deck because of the second apron rule, where are the rings? Where's the dominance? How's the GOAT missing the playoffs more than he should? Charles Barkley just opened the door for everyone to finally speak freely. And this moment feels like a shift in basketball history. You're about to see former players talk without fear. Analysts will finally grow a backbone. Fans will realize they were fed a storyline, not the full truth. The real history is coming out. The LeBron protection program is falling apart. That manufactured GOAT narrative is cracking, and the truth is finally punching through. Because the real GOAT never needed rule changes to win, never needed stacked teams to compete, never needed media protection, excuses, or spin. Michael Jeffrey Jordan is the GOAT. Always was the GOAT and will always be the GOAT. LeBron is a great player, but his legacy got pumped up by one of the biggest media campaigns the sport has ever seen. The second apron rule isn't just about balance. It's the league admitting they let one player have too much power for too long. And Charles Barkley, he's the one who finally said what everyone else was scared to admit. The emperor has no clothes. This is the start of a new era. The truth is out, the protection is gone. And if you're still here, seriously, thank you. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, and share this video. It helps way more than you think, and the next story is gonna be even crazier.